is GabbyRae Talker with the review of Survivor Cambodia Second Chance Season 31 Episode 9. As you can see, there's people that's marked off in X's. These are the people that were previously voted off up until this episode. But there's one more X of the person that was voted off in Episode 9. So let's get to my review of what happened. One of the first scenes, you see Kelly. She's happy that she made it through with her immunity idol that she used. Then you see Kelly, Abby, and Sierra saying it worked out so good considering they voted for Savage and he ended up getting voted off. And they were the only three that voted for Savage. So they're happy. Then the next day, in the next scene of everyone that's left, you see everybody looking for immunity idols. Now Steven, his agenda was the same. He still was focusing on how to get Joe voted out because he wins just about all the challenges. So it makes it difficult to plan against Joe because he keeps winning immunity from getting voted out. But Steven realizes that Joe is going to be a difficult one to try to get voted off, especially with all the immunity challenges that he's winning. So Steven goes for someone that's close to Joe, and that's Kelly Wigglesworth. He realizes that Kelly and Joe has some type of special bond, like mother and son or aunt and nephew bond. So he really targets Kelly. In the next scene, the camp was brought together to do a rewards challenge to win a day at the spa. The camp was split into two groups, and this is the group that won. Interesting that Steven and Joe are going to share a reward together. In the next scene, the group that wins share their reward at the spa. So while they were at the spa, Sierra says, I know you guys are close to Jeremy, but if you go to the end with him, none of you will win. So Sierra continues to try to keep planting seeds episode after episode. And in this episode, it's Jeremy. So Jeremy, I guess he tuned into his psychic instinct and he got up and looked for an immunity idol to guarantee his safety because his alliance members were out sharing a reward together from their. And luckily for him, he did find an immunity idol. Now he has two. He found the other one in a previous episode. So the three ladies here, they're pretty much the outcasts, and they've been given a nickname, and that's the three witches, and that's Abby, Kelly Wentworth, and Sierra. So you also see Steven in this picture. He's trying to link up with the three witches because they share like interests, like getting Joe out, and they're pretty much targeting Kelly Wigglesworth. Next scene, you see the camp getting ready to do an immunity challenge. Will Joe win this one too? Before the game starts, Joe has to give back the immunity necklace that he received in the previous episode when he won the immunity challenge. In this immunity challenge, they must balance themselves on a triangle in the water, and the last one standing wins. Then they started dropping like flies in the water, having difficulty balancing themselves. But guess who is the last one standing? If you guessed Joe, then you're right. This guy is definitely on fire. Joe wins another immunity challenge in this episode. One more thing. During the immunity challenge, the camp was given an option to either compete for an advantage in the game or just compete for immunity. Spencer and Steven, they went for the advantage, and the advantage challenge involved a swimming race to their buoys. Steven reached his buoy first, and his advantage reward was being able to steal someone's vote at the judging council and have an extra vote. Then Steven pulls his two closest alliance members aside, Jeremy and Spencer, and tries to get them in on this voting block to vote off Kelly Wigglesworth. But the other people in Steven's alliance wants to vote off either Sierra or Kelly Wentworth. But Steven wants Wigglesworth out because she's closest to Joe, and he wants to eliminate all possibility of anybody supporting Joe when the time comes where he can vote him out. So if Steven can convince Jeremy and Spencer to vote Wigglesworth out, then that'll assist in with the three witches, Abby, Sierra, and Kelly Wentworth. Those three really want Wigglesworth out really bad, and Jeremy and Spencer is questioning the plan because they're saying they don't trust those three witches. So it seemed like they may go along with Steven's plan anyway. Now keep in mind, the alliance members would be everyone except for these three ladies, Kelly Wentworth, Abby, and Sierra. So here it is. If these three guys go against their alliance to go with the three witches, that means they have been manipulated into Steven's mission to vote out someone that's close to Joe just to get Joe out. This mission really is one-sided, but Jeremy and Spencer do not see it. Next scene, Tribal Council. The alliance members had planned to vote out Kelly Wentworth and Sierra. The Witches alliance with Steven planned to vote out Kelly Wigglesworth. So everyone votes how they plan to. Unfortunately for Kelly Wigglesworth, Steven got his wish, and she was the next to be voted off, and the next for me to X out. Unbelievable. Steven was able to get Jeremy and Spencer to turn against their own alliance and side with the three witches. Amazing. Well, this concludes my report. Come join me in the next one. This is GabbyRae Talker. Come join me on my social networks and at www.isoclassifieds.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.